In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Hey, boys, we're live.
Oh,
are we? Man, you're worse than Justin.
What are we
yeah.
doing?
Thanks for the
Jesus.
countdown.
We've been live for a while now.
Are we live on both places?
Fuck me.
We're live in both places.
Oh, we're not fucking live.
We're not even close to fucking live.
Fuck
No.
boys.
Fuck boys.
Yeah.
There goes that algorithm again.
Oh, we had spent 14 minutes of
Yeah, apparently we had quite a bit of just
Not
fucking
even fucking
silence.
close to live. From where?
the Warfighter Tobacco Studios.
In?
Sunny San Antonio, Texas.
That's right. God damn it. It is the Freedom Friends Podcast. Welcome. I'm Mikey. That's John. That's Scott and Jazz. And we're your 4 fucking mediocre douchebag hosts of this shit show that we like to get together on Monday nights and enjoy.
And now that we're done blowing smoke up each other's asses,
Yeah.
what do we really think?
Now it's time to break out the thumbs.
Nothing like a strong thumb game.
Just saying.
I knew thumb wrestling would come in handy later.
That's not how you
That's
thumb
what
wrestle.
Nintendo during my childhood prepared me for.
Right?
Good thumb popping.
So we're sitting here finger popping each other's assholes, enjoying some fine smoke, some fine whiskey, and some fine camaraderie and brotherhood. What the fuck is up, boys? Jazz, how was your weekend?
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, that's the best weekends.
It was
Those are awesome.
dude. So actually, Friday after work, fellow freedom friend Scott and myself and a couple of others actually went to Top Golf.
That was fun.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Drank shitty beer.
As
and,
you do.
And hit golf balls horribly.
As you also do.
But it was a good time. It was
a
good
good time.
conversation and fucking I was experimenting on why top golf balls fly funny. Up to and including me pulling golf balls out of my golf bag and
Which
just going
flew
fucking full
40
send.
yards farther.
Yeah.
Same hit, same club
40-yard difference.
Huh.
on a regular golf ball.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Both
we
off
did?
the deck and whatever.
Which floor were you guys on?
Second.
Nice.
Yeah.
I prefer the
We
second.
were on one.
No, there's actually a downstairs
there
from
is.
where we
Oh,
were.
okay.
Yeah. So we were second floor. 'Cause for some reason we got there and they were like, just so you know, you can't hit drivers from the third floor. And I was like, well, then I want the second floor.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I'm hitting driver.
Yeah,
Like,
what's the fucking... I want to hit everything.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
maybe you should get a taller
did
fucking
that.
net.
and then figured out that I could wedge a T. That we could wedge a T between like the little rubber nubbin that they give you.
And that made a hell of a difference.
Huge amount of difference.
Your new driver though had a massively tall face.
It does. It's an
And so-
oversized
Yeah.
driver head.
Same
So
same one I have.
To get it
Yeah.
low enough
Yeah.
on the little rubber thing was hard to do. So he
teed it up
teed it
essentially,
up,
and then it was game on after that. Then it
Fuck
was
yeah.
it was full send all day. So like I got one good one off the tee, and then Scotty goes like, "Hey, why don't you pass that over here? let me get that little swing."
we tried the tee, the full length tee, and we had to cut it down just a little bit. And then it was perfect height. And,
Nice.
Yeah.
You did take off it was the perfect amount
I
to
took
get
about
it.
a half inch off.
It was
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah. And then
Nice.
it was full send time.
Fucking
And
A.
it was
Hope
but no,
you
we had a
made
good
note
time.
of that length for the next time you're hitting the links, man. You could be like, this is my length.
It was half a ball above the crown of my club.
And so my
That's what we got.
golfing in the last, I don't know, fucking 10 years has been very limited, right? I've golfed a couple times. I like to golf. I used to golf in high school. I didn't realize, like you guys talk about all your new fancy clubs and all that bullshit, right? I'm like, what difference can they really make?
They are different.
And then Jazz hands me his new driver, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like this is
Not the same thing.
It's light, and it did not hit the same. It was
No.
way better.
Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
when you started hitting the ones that were just there, which is like
Yeah.
an old school driver,
Yeah.
and then you hit mine, and there's
Yeah. Quite a bit of
there's
difference.
quite a bit of technology advancement that's
Yeah.
happened. In
Well, I
golf
think,
clubs.
and I was thinking your club would be shorter because you're shorter,
Mhm.
and your club is actually longer
Than
than the
the one-
ones they
yeah.
had there. And that,
And the funny thing is, mine's cut
helped.
down.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah.
actually I had like an inch or inch and a half, I think. I have a 43.5 inch club, so
Yeah.
and there's stock 45, so I had an inch and a half taken off. So that's actually a cut down club, and you still saw how much longer
Yeah.
and stuff they are.
Yeah. and way lighter and faster.
Yeah, it didn't weigh much.
I once embarrassed Billy Blanks at Top Golf.
Did you leave Billy Blanks alone?
No, he's an awesome guy, but he was like, "You hit it, you try it," and I was like, "Oh, I've never done this." And I looked at him and winked, and he was like, "Motherfucker."
But we had a really good time. A couple of friends came out. Odelay came and hung out.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Our boy Bobby Delaney came and hang out.
Fucking
and stuff
A.
like that.
Yeah,
so
it was fun.
it was a good time.
Bobby's a good fucking dude.
I love fucking good dudes.
We know
Yeah.
you do.
And so did that Friday, and then afterwards, because of COVID, we were standing out in the parking lot for like a fucking hour, just like
Wow,
shooting the
it-
shit after we got done and
We,
stuff.
we finished off a cigar out there for sure.
Yeah, we
so.
smoked a cigar out there and stuff, and then I kind of looked at Scott and I was like, Scott, I'm fucking thirsty. And you're like, yeah, we should go somewhere. I was like, oh right,
Fucking COVID.
you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I looked at Scotty and was like, I don't know, I've got some 120 proof bourbon sitting on the shelf at the casa.
120 proof.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, it was that Texas.
It's Texas made,
Yeah.
and it's their 120 proof one is
Treaty Oak.
Treaty Oak or Steel Oak or
I think
fuck, I don't know. I'll
think
take a
it's
picture
Treaty
of it. It's 120 proof, but I told you, and I was like, but it does not taste like it.
Yeah, because it was late, and it's like oh, this is gonna be my last drink.
Yeah.
And fucking thing went down pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
That's like-
remarkably
That's like
smooth.
bartending. Be like, we need one more shot. Rumplemints. Yeah.
That's all.
Every time. It's like, God damn it. It's just going to ruin my life.
No, it's remarkably smooth.
Yeah.
And I think we sat out there till like 1:30 in the morning or something, just shooting shit. And then Saturday, I slept in till a whopping 8:30 in the morning, and then got up. My lovely wife made me some breakfast, had some coffee, sat on the patio, and then came inside, plopped my happy ass on the couch, and literally binge watched The Umbrella Academy from fucking all of season 2, like all fucking 9 hours. I just sat there and watched it. The only break I took was the PGA Championship was over the weekend. So when I took a break, I switched over to that. And then I watched it through the evening because they were playing in San Francisco. So it was the people you want to watch play they had like really late tee times.
Right.
So, got all the way through the Umbrella Academy. And then fucking had another beer and went to bed. And then Sunday went on a little adventure around town with the wife. Just ran some errands, did some shopping, and just kind of hung out and stuff. And then went home and got together with Justin and proceeded to smash my face against the desk trying to figure out how to make Shopify make a button. and then then Monday happened, man. So like, yeah, I hung out with him, I hung out with my wife, I hung out with Justin and watched a shit ton of TV.
Fucking A.
It was a good weekend. I'm not going to complain about it at all. It was fucking solid.
That's always a good time.
Yeah.
How about you, Scott?
Friday, I was with Jazz and had a good time. And then Saturday, slept in a little bit. Tried to get in here to do shipping. Missed the mail guy. So that didn't get much done.
That's because that 120 proof bourbon.
Maybe. And then I was bored, man. So the whole family's back in Nebraska seeing the grandson. So I haven't had much going on. So Saturday, I think I drove around, had a cigar. Sunday, I cleaned up my camper and detailed my truck inside and out. So that was kind of nice. Other than that, yeah, that's all I did.
Have you ever
I
noticed that?
started watching these weird body tricks these fuckers are doing over here. How do you have a fat knee?
I don't understand it. I just
He's
tried
got
to,
it too.
No, I can barely do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Not like
Anyway,
yours.
this is an audio show. So these guys are jerking off their kneecaps. It's really weird.
Mikey's got a roll on his kneecap. I don't know if you're supposed to have that or not.
Probably not. It's probably cancer.
I just look over. He's just sitting there like. At first, I thought he had like a tattoo that had like a dick hanging down. He was like tucking it, and I'm like, oh, bro.
Maybe I should add a dick to this tattoo.
Just tuck it.
Just tuck it in.
Like, oh, I can't believe your tattoo is a dick. You're like, nope. Just roll it over.
Tucked it in.
That show I watched, though, I heard one of the best lines I've possibly heard in television. So, y'all know that fable, right, about the scorpion and the frog? And the frog goes to swim across the river, and the scorpion's like, hey, give me a ride. And the the frog does the whole like, no, you'll sting me. And it's like, no, I promise I won't. So they get across, and halfway there, the scorpion stings the frog. And he goes, what have you done? Now we're both going to drown. And the scorpion goes, what did you expect? It's in my nature. Which, it's essentially, the story of the fable is, don't, like, somebody who's fucked up by nature is just going to be fucked up. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
So just be wary of who you, so it's essentially buyer beware, right?
Right.
So they try to tell this fable in the story. It's all fucked up. And he's like, there's a scorpion and a frog. And the scorpion's like, give me a ride. And the frog's like, no. And he's like, I'll give you $1. And he's like, no. And he's like, I'll give you $5. And he's like, and they do it, and he stings. He goes, we're both going to drown. He goes, yeah, well, you know, whatever. And he goes, anyways, the moral of the story is, frogs are bitches and we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah.
So like all fucking weekend I've been walking around just, frogs are bitches and we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Fucking A.
Goddamn right.
I started watching a new series called C on Apple Plus. It's like the apocalypse happened and there's like 2 million people left on Earth, and nobody can see. They're all blind, and so it's like kind of Viking type fighting and shit. And then there's
But they're all blind.
but they're all blind.
Huh.
It's but how they wrote it's pretty good.
Not the most
And-
accurate fight in the world. Just
No,
a
it's kind of cool because their other senses help out a little bit. But like
Imagine hunting for food.
But like how they walk and they're tapping shit, you know, and then they're fighting, and it's kind of cool watching blind people fight. And then
it's kind of like bum fights.
but there's one person that can see, and they're all trying to find this one witch that can see, and it's kind of
because
interesting.
she knows the way to dry land.
Yeah.
Dryland is not a myth. I've seen it. I've never seen anything.
Johnny boy.
Yo,
What do you mean by over there? Where's over there? I don't know what you mean.
just past yonder.
What the fuck is yonder?
Best part of Waterworld was that map was an arrow. Apparently dry land is whatever way she's currently facing. Johnny boy.
Yo,
How was your weekend, buddy?
it was really fucking good.
Just golden brown.
Yeah,
This
I
Monday.
got a nice little tan going.
Yeah, you're not wearing a hat today. That's
No,
kind
because my head
out
hurts.
of character.
I can't put a hat on my head.
Well, maybe you should have had a hat
I
on your head.
fucking should have. No, I went down to South Padre Island. So I was down there. Went down Friday afternoon and came back on Sunday, and sat my fat ass on the beach all day Saturday, and got fucking roasted. Like my head was so itchy today, I wanted to fucking scalp myself.
Nice.
But yeah, it's my first time down to South Padre. It's pretty interesting.
If you scalped yourself, would anybody know that it's a scalp, or would they think it's like a ass cheek?
I think they would just think he's really good with a Bic razor.
Like no, like what's this scalp? Like it's just a piece of skin.
It's like a flap,
Yeah, it's like a flap.
but there's no hair on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a scalp. This is a piece of somebody's ass. Or a thigh. Like
Yeah.
Huh.
yeah.
Ball
But
sack.
I wonder how like the Native Americans dealt with like male pattern baldness, because they don't get that. But white people absolutely get that. What if they went to like the first time they went to go scalp a dude with male pattern baldness? It's
Right.
like, what the fuck?
I don't even know how to
got to you.
I don't even know
They
how,
probably
where do I
assumed-
grab?
They go to fucking scalp and they're like, this is how weak they are. They can't even grow hair.
I took his beard instead.
Maybe.
Yeah, just scalp your
Like, I already
face.
got scalp, bitch. What's up?
Yeah, right.
But I had a realization when I was at the beach.
That's
I
your
re-
6th 1-year anniversary.
No, I realized that I'm a fat motherfucker. So
It's just more you to love, buddy.
I know, but so I want to propose a Freedom Friends challenge, because I know I fat shamed Mikey the other week, and I felt like a dickhead about it. More than one reason.
It's true. You did.
But let's do a 90-day challenge, 90-day weight loss challenge.
Like I told you
Like
earlier.
So wait a minute. Are we going to do it to whoever's the lightest at the end of 90 days?
No.
What's the prize?
It's like,
Whoever
dude,
loses-
Jazz already is gonna win.
Whoever loses the most percentage from their body weight.
How much more do you want me to lose,
It
bud?
doesn't matter, because if you're
right,
if you're
Jazz.
light enough and you lose 5 pounds, you
Jazz.
might win.
You going off BMI or what?
No, just
'cause I'm gonna
pure
get
weight
heavier.
numbers.
No, yeah. The caveat to this is Jazz is playing the game, but his goal is
there
to
you go.
see how
Is
much
to
he can
add.
add.
Right. My thing is that like, because
like-
I'm back in the gym, I'm back lifting and all that kind of stuff. But at this point, like, I'm not going to get lighter.
Okay, so
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna try to lose weight. And
I'm
you're gonna
gonna
try to find weight.
I'm gonna get heavier if I keep lifting.
And I'm gonna narrate this whole thing.
It's funny. I walk in this morning. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna run this by you real quick before I tell the boys in the podcast. He's like, okay, what do you got? I'm like, 90-day weight loss challenge. He's like, fuck you.
I said, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, like I can't ever participate in these. Like I'm sorry that
Yeah.
all my friends are fat.
Yeah,
like,
you
I
can't
don't
be the
know
biggest loser here, though, bud.
Yeah, like what do you want me to do?
If I do participate in this challenge, I could probably win because I have probably the most to lose.
But it's not. It's the most based off of your current body weight. It's not like, oh, I lost 46 pounds. That means I win because nobody lost more than I did. It's to yourself, how much percentage,
percentage
of
of
weight
loss.
did you lose?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's still
Oh, there's no way for me to win this.
no.
Because in 90 days,
So-
even if I put on 10 pounds,
Check it out. I have a
That's still
I have a-
5%.
I have a smart scale at home, and I can bring it in here, and it gives us a BMI rating,
Okay.
and we could and it does all the breakdowns, right? I could bring it in, and we could each get on it and get a legit breakdown of where we're sitting.
Does
at.
it know how tall you are, or you have to put that in?
You put it. You put
Oh,
it in.
okay, okay.
You put
I
in.
mean,
all that
I'm
info.
in if it's going to motivate my friends to be healthier. Like I'm all about like
Sure.
competing, even if
I
like
figured if I'm going to suffer, I want to make you force
Well,
me
there's
to
no-
suffer
See,
with me.
there's no way
I
gain
want you
or
to do
lose
this,
I'm going
and
to win this
I'm
because
gonna
I'm
eat
just
Whataburger in the office
I'm
every
just
day. Fuck you.
not that far outside of in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Like I could put on some muscle mass.
We got a little giggle from
a little
the
giggle back
peanut
here.
studio.
Well, giggle.
Maybe she wants us to have a cardio challenge.
Well, Caitlin would fucking win.
Yeah, Caitlin's a machine.
Yeah, Caitlin, she fucking runs all the time.
Yeah.
Plus,
I'm not
a
saying
chick's
she
regimen,
participates. She-
like a woman's fucking workout regimen is absolute bullshit. It's leg day and cardio.
That's it.
Repeat.
Madison runs non-fucking stop. I'm going to go work out. What'd you do? I ran.
That's not a workout.
Yeah.
That's cardio.
Yeah.
Come lift. My cardio for me is picking up weights and I'm putting them down faster than I
Yeah,
normally
just
do.
I lift weights faster. For real,
cardio.
dude. Like I do a fucking Tabata, which is literally lifting weights faster. It's like and jump rope. I jump rope.
You know why I don't really want to participate in this challenge? The veteran space has enough fitness people to last us a million years. And like
Are you naturally full of shit?
yeah,
Or-
no. you got Jocko, you got Tim Kennedy, you got like all these guys that are super in shape. I'm here for the fucking fatty veterans, right?
Yeah, that's
Like
why we have Mandeville.
I'm the well, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, you're
That's
right.
why we have Jack.
Yeah, okay, I can't argue with that.
Right?
I'm neither.
Yeah.
I just exist.
You're like, I'm just here, dude.
Just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of like I got a wall covered in Spartan medals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts for something.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
I do not.
yeah. So when I see the dudes are like, well, I deadlift 400, and I'm like, come with me. I got something for you. I'd be like, I'm not doing this. Yeah, I know. So
yeah.
like everybody's got their own little victories.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
So
All depends on what you're into, man.
I like functional fitness.
See, the thing that bugs me about weight loss challenges and things like that is people focus on the fucking number, like the weight number, so much, and it really doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
All right. It's because one, and you often hear
One,
fat people make this
Body
this
type
excuse.
is a thing.
Body type is a thing, but
Round is a
muscle weighs more than fat. Yeah, we know, right? That's
Sure.
why. But you shouldn't focus on the number
But I
of
hate
how
to tell
much
you
you
this.
weigh.
If you're 180 pound of jelly or 180 pound of muscle,
There's a two big
You're
different fucking
still 180
things.
you can,
pounds.
you
Yeah.
can, but you can. There's a visible difference.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like fucking. Well, yeah. like,
I've seen some
obviously.
250-pound dudes that don't look anything like me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I also I know and have seen an awful lot of 180 pound women that most people would be like 180 pounds is a little thick for a woman. I'm like, not when they can squat 300 pounds.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
like
they fucking.
that's a thoroughbred, brother.
Right.
All right? Like,
Like,
that's fucking good business.
That is one of those examples of those leg muscles that are pumping 300 pounds up and down several times. Them shits are dense.
Yeah.
Like there's
yeah,
they carry some weight.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
And when you got 10-pound tatas, there's 20 pounds you got to deal with
Like,
fucking right there.
the best way to actually go through a fucking is measurements. You know, is to
Yeah,
take
totally.
measurements. All right,
Totally.
like rather than fucking the weight number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know,
have to
take-
work on getting my neck fat
like
again.
measure your neck, measure your biceps, measure your waist, measure your fucking hips.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
And when all of a sudden, you you don't see a lot of weight fluctuation, but you see a 3-inch waist change.
Then you know.
Then
That's progress.
You're healthier.
Yeah.
Okay, this went
you're
down a
just
way
stronger.
different rabbit hole than I wanted to do.
Yeah.
How about we all just start being active and work out a couple days a week for the next 90 days? See what happens.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down for this.
So I do Monday,
But
Wednesday, Friday.
we have to hold each other accountable for it. That's
Okay.
the whole thing that I was trying to bring up. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Well, I was going to say I'll either hold you accountable for that or like
At his age,
coming in and getting shipping done. One of the two. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
well, you know what you could do is like, you know, I mean, maybe one day we can like, you know, we'll go work out with Jazz, and one day we'll go and work out with you and come lift weights with me or whatever, and then we'll all go to the mall before it opens and walk with Scott and his crew. And, you know, we could just, you know,
I'm in. I'm in. Totally in. Scott, we can stop at the Dunkin' for you.
I like
maybe a
that
Wetzel
stuff.
pretzel.
Yeah,
Little Wetzel's pretzels.
you don't need to stop for me. I got that.
Little Annie Ann's in the middle.
I fucking love me some Annie Ann's, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Dude,
could,
that cheddar sauce.
that is why I will never have a 6-pack. Is shit like that.
Yeah,
I know, right?
So I've had a bet with my
No,
sister, Alex.
we'll never have a 6-pack because this thing's like, it's Monday. And we're both here. You know what we need? 7 pounds of Mexican food at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like,
Right.
Literally what Jazz and I did today.
I've had an ongoing bet with my sister, Alex, for the past probably 16 years. The first one to get a 6-pack takes the other one anywhere in the world they want to go for dinner.
Nice.
Huh.
Yeah.
So where would you go?
Texas Roadhouse.
I've never,
Missouri.
I've never put any thought into it. I've never put any thought into it.
Yeah.
Nope, not once.
No.
No.
I like
Texas
me some,
Roadhouse.
I like me some Texas Roadhouse.
Give me them rolls, motherfucker.
Yeah, the fucking
I do love them
the
rolls.
cinnamon butter.
That cinnamon butter is legit.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Could you imagine that you win a 16-year bet and she's like, fuck, where do you want to go? And you're like, the Sizzler.
But you got to
Golden
pick
Corral.
But you got to pick the most obscure location.
Right? I want to hit up the Shoney's.
I want the Texas Roadhouse in fucking Nome, Alaska.
There you go.
Yeah.
I need you to take me to the Shoney's in South Carolina, in Aiken, South Carolina.
McDonald's at Bagram.
There you go.
Yeah.
I want to go to Camp Buring, Kuwait's McDonald's because
What do
it's
you
the
mean?
only one that still has non-biodegradable containers and the nuggets taste like they did in the 80s.
What do you mean we have to join the military to get the dinner?
Small price to pay
Yeah.
for them old school nugs.
Dude.
So we do have to say happy anniversary
Thanks,
to
buddy.
our brother over there, Mikey Fahey, who actually spent his weekend
That is a great segue.
celebrating
enemy lines.
celebrating his 10th anniversary with his lovely lady Haley.
Yeah.
So Mikey, how was that weekend, buddy?
The weekend was good, man. Thursday was our anniversary. We flew out to California. Haley had never been, so we went out there. She's gonna hate that I'm telling the story, but on the way out, she got a little motion sickness after. No, granted, it could have been the two very, very strong doubled fucking Bloody Marys that we had in San Antonio before we got on the plane, or when we changed planes in Dallas and had a beer and a whole pizza together. and then we get to San Diego, and my first stop obviously is a California burrito because the burritos out there are the shit.
Yeah.
So I go to my favorite burrito spot, and I get there, and I'm taking the scenic route. We're going up Coast Highway, and all of a sudden, on Coast Highway, beautiful scenery, right before Carlsbad, Colorado, Carlsbad, California, she says, pull over, I'm going to puke. So I pull over, and she aggressively blows chunks through all over Coast Highway. Like fucking hardcore as shit. And as soon as she gets back in the car, I look at her and I go, there's no fucking way I'm not saying this on the podcast. And she's like, that's fair. So
You know what though? At least she had a good view while
yeah,
she
right.
was fucking blowing chunks.
There were people driving by.
It's
Like
pretty.
there's one dude drove by and was started to laugh and it was like, he started driving as he's driving. I'm fucking laughing my ass off, cracking up about it. It was
shit.
fucking hilarious, man.
Nice.
So we get up to our
fuck.
hotel room. We stayed in Oceanside, California for the first 2 nights. My old stomping grounds. You know, it was funny because we've been married for 10 years, but we show up in California and we get off the plane and I don't need a GPS. I know exactly where to go. So I just start driving and she's like, it freaks me out that you fucking know your way around. I'm like, I lived here for 10 years.
Right.
I was like, sure, a little bit of traffic pattern has changed, but I'm still familiar. You know what I mean? So I got us up there without, looking at the phone. And
Because what is it?
So you lived there
It's-
for 10 years, but how long ago?
3,000 repetitions.
11 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
3,000 repetitions builds enough muscle memory pathways in your brain for it to be considered reflex.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you could leave somewhere for 10 years, go back, and if you spent 10 years doing the practice,
Yeah.
it's gonna operate like reflex.
Back to riding a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get up to our hotel, hang out, kind of went around, enjoyed ourselves. Kind of showed her around the place. She felt better after she puked. She was like, "Whoa, feel good now."
It's like puking yourself sober.
So then you went and slammed that burrito?
Well, I did. She didn't finish. She didn't finish hers. But,
and they had dinner.
yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck did we do for dinner? No, I guess by that time it was later, so we didn't really eat dinner. Definitely had dessert though.
Mikey, I think, is going to get my joke here in a minute.
What's my dessert joke? Yeah.
No, because he said, and then you went and slammed a burrito. And then I said, yeah, and then they had dinner.
Now she finished that one. So, Friday we went on to Pendleton on the base and went to the beach there. I had a quick little meeting. I wanted to slip a little bit of work into this trip, so I had a meeting with some buddies and stuff. Actually talked to one of my boys randomly was walking on the street as I'm walking to this museum that
Was
I'm
it
going
Weber?
to talk to.
You found
Please tell
Weber.
me it's Weber.
Was it Weber?
It was not Weber.
Damn
No.
it!
It was my boy. It was my boy Ellington. You've been waiting on that one.
Oh my god!
It was my boy Ellington who, him and I we were in the same platoon in Fallujah. We were together. He was we were both sergeants. He is now the regimental sergeant major for 1st Marines,
Holy shit.
and he just happened to be walking on the street up next to me, and he was like, "Mikey, fuck are you?" And I was like, "Dude," and I was like,
I saw Mikey
big
earlier
hug and
today
shit.
before we went and had lunch and stuff like that. And he tells me this whole story about it. He's like, look what he gave me. He pulls it out, and his boy, who they were
Fucking-
sergeants together, coined him.
fucking coin me. And I'm like, "You piece of shit." I'm like, "You're such a fag." And he goes, "Yeah, I know."
That's when you want to do that.
You
though.
you
Like,
replied with "Oorah."
I didn't.
oh, come on.
In fact, I didn't say "oorah" the entire trip.
He just said raw.
Yeah, they break it down to just raw.
But I had a good weekend, and you can't go on a trip without bringing your boys fucking gifts. So I did bring you guys
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
a little something.
Do we get to guess what it is?
So
California.
for those of you that are just listening,
You brought us a handful
This
of
is-
gummy edibles.
this is a gift. This is a gift from
different. That's later.
California in a
Oh.
crumpled brown paper bag that he's currently breaking
It's either
out.
drugs or AIDS.
It's keychains.
Oh.
It's keychains.
Uh-oh.
This one is for you. Nope, this one is for you.
Nice. Thank you.
There's that one.
Oh, God, they say things.
I know, right? Now I'm scared.
Yes.
This one was going to be for Justin, but it's now for Caitlin.
Because Justin
'Cause
quit.
You snooze, you lose.
Thanks, buddy.
This one's for you. And this one's for you.
Oh, God.
So what do they all say?
Mine says, "I heart my Marine."
Mine says, "My brother is a U.S. Marine."
I got my brother's a U.S. Marine as
Yeah.
well.
What's your say, Jazz?
Mine proudly says, my boyfriend is a U.S. Marine. You know what?
Like, you know what? Let's go on the keys.
I'm going to square this away right now. There we go.
There it is.
Nice.
So yeah, I brought these guys some gifts. And then we
I can't wait for my next trip now.
I just can't wait for somebody to see your keys. Or if you lose, like, whose keys are these? Like, oh, they're mine.
What are they?
What
What do they look like? I don't know, but there's a keychain that says my boyfriend is a U.S. Marine. That's me, right over here.
Now I'm going to see my boy this week.
Yeah.
So now I got to find one that says something about I fucked a coastie one time.
there you go.
Keychain.
So
Wow, I'm gonna let you think about your sequence of phrasing there and see if you want to loop back on that joke.
to give to the Department of Navy guy or something. I don't know.
would you did you take
want-
a little? Did you ride on the Lolita Express with Bill Clinton in there? So yeah. So then Saturday we went back down.
What you need to find out is that Coastie saved my life.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. So Friday night, I went and ate my absolute favorite burger in America. It's at the little bar called the Red Rooster in Oceanside, California. It's just a phenomenal burger. It's like
I thought you were gonna say Red Robin. I'm like, really,
no.
dude? Right here.
It's a good burger. I'm just not sure you need to go all the way to California for that.
No.
No, the Red Rooster. It's owned by a friend of mine named Sarah, who it's a shitty little dive bar, beer only type of place. Like, it's a tiny little building, but they make the absolute fucking most phenomenal burger you'd ever eat. You know what I mean? It's just amazing.
Nice.
Dude, I'm still such a huge fan of bar food.
Yeah, right? Like, fuck.
Especially bars where you can go and you can tell they haven't cleaned the griddle.
You
in
know,
like
I miss
It's
bars.
flavor,
years.
baby. That's flavor.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm jealous because you guys got to sit at a bar in the airport before you left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Love
right.
you. But fuck you.
Yeah, right? So bars in California are open as long as you buy food, and they like have patios.
Well, they are here too, but
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, it was kind of meh. Saturday we walked around San Diego for a while, hung out, met up with one of my best friends in the world, Daniela, and we spent the evening hanging out with her and her boyfriend and her kid. Bar hopping with a child is fun because it's fucking California. It's not even fucking frowned upon. It's progressive, man.
So fucking weird.
And then went back to the hotel room.
I will still stand by the fact that California is a great place that has been utterly ruined by the people there.
I will 100% co-sign that statement. Co-sign, stamp, seal,
utterly
deliver.
ruined by the people there.
Agreed.
Before you went, did you download the Poo app?
No, I didn't. I should
should've.
have. It could have been anywhere. So on Saturday, as we're walking down the street, some like homeless guy out of nowhere drops 2 bags of change and runs around this little corner. And you knew it had to be an emergency for him to just discard his change.
Right.
There's a coin shortage. You know what I mean? And I'm talking, this is like 2 plastic bags full of pennies and nickels and shit. Right. And he just drops it, runs around this corner, and starts fucking disrobing to take a shit on the fucking street. He looks up, sees Haley and I, and immediately all of a sudden becomes like bashful. And it's like, oh, now you're fucking bashful? Are you shitting me? Like,
Right.
you're like, you were fine taking a shit a minute ago, and now you're going to be bashful? Fuck off. You know what I mean? Like,
Now you're humble?
Yeah. So, it was weird, man. It was weird as shit.
It's a weird time for your modesty to kick in.
Yeah, right? So that's kind of what happened. And then we flew back Sunday. So all in all, fucking phenomenal weekend. Here's to another 10 years with the lovely wife, you know?
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was an absolute
I do hope
great time.
Haley has another lovely 10 years.
right?
I'm going to give you 2 to 3 years before she just fucking knifes your ass.
And I will bet money that it's over this podcast. I would
possible.
bet fucking folding
It's
money that it's over this
possible.
podcast.
It's possible.
Good to see you.
So,
We got some visitors.
small distraction because we've got quite a few visitors hanging out in the,
Some
we got
visitors
full
in
house
the studio today.
so-
A
so
good
we-
old mainstay Chris Freeman walked in.
Yeah, he's here, and I believe brought an LEO friend of his,
Yeah.
his neighbor,
And 2 more bottles of booze.
and
of
more
course.
booze. Oh my God, is this it's the Dark Rye? Woo!
What is that?
Basil Hayden's Dark
Oh,
Rye.
son of a
That's good
bitch.
shit. And then if you listen to or watch or are involved with our live cast at all, there are some regulars from the live cast comments that have also walked in.
It's true.
And so right now, it's I think this is the first time we've had legitimately kind of an audience in here
Yeah.
watching the show,
Yeah.
which I don't know, either says something about the show or says something about the quality of the listener.
So we
it's
have
one of the fucking
It's
two.
definitely the quality of the listener. We have Allison in here who
And Andrew.
always makes phenomenal food and throws it in our face.
Yeah.
Allison does. Allison also
And,
brought
She
us
brought food.
And is a
for
regular
us
in the
today.
comments during the live
Yeah,
show.
an absolute regular in the comments. And she's with Andrew, who has a phenomenal mustache, I might say. I might
Yeah,
add.
there's a lot of work put into that thing.
It's just a great mustache on him.
So,
And like always, excellent shoes.
Yeah, right?
He's known for his shoes.
Yeah.
So Scott and I met.
Ooh, look at them shits.
Scott and I met Allison and Andrew in Vegas at IPCPR.
Okay.
And we proceeded to get
Shit face.
shit. Yeah, I was just trying to think of how much I can elaborate. Shit face.
That sums it up well.
At
But
I think
you were
the
drunk?
Davidoff bar.
You?
No, this is a different level. It was pretty good. It was really good. But then we just became best friends ever since.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Allison, why don't you jump in here? Do we have this mic on?
no.
Channel's muted.
Oh, okay.
No, the channel's muted out.
All right. We'll
But
get
we
her on
weren't really
the-
prepped for
we'll get her on the debate
for
or
actual
something.
guests.
Yeah, we'll get you on the debate.
But so
But yeah, so that was the weekend. It's a good weekend.
So speaking of anniversaries,
Yeah. And the reason Justin's not here, what a fucking asshole. Justin's been dating his girlfriend for 2 years and finds it appropriate to leave us hanging high and dry. Luckily, we got Caitlin coming through.
and she
She's
found,
on the
she
show.
found the
Quick with the buttons.
she found the sound effect button.
Quick with the buttons.
like you're just waiting.
I've already memorized every sound, so I'm ready to go.
But yeah, my thing is that like I'm sure at their age she thinks it's super sweet that he took the day off and spent the day with her and whatever. I'm like, dude, you're celebrating with her on a fucking Monday.
Yeah, right?
Like,
During COVID.
Take a weekend,
like
bro. Fuck.
take a weekend. Spend
Yeah.
some actual time with it. Like,
But it's not the right day.
who cares?
Doesn't matter.
Hey, Jazz, is this what we were drinking at your house the other night?
Ghost
Yeah, the Treaty
Hill.
Oak.
So that's Treaty Oak.
Is that the 120 proof?
It is that distillery. It's just I don't think it's that version of it.
okay.
It's still fantastic. What's it might be Red Hand is the 120 proof. It says it right on the bottom what the proofing is.
So let's get back to giving
On the front of the
Justin
label.
shit.
Yeah, let's give Justin some more
But yes,
shit.
that is the brewery
Nice. Yeah.
or distillery rather. Yeah.
So-
Same company, different version.
And it's funny because Jazz,
It is good bourbon.
I've heard Jazz make this joke that, and first of all, let me just preface this. Justin's girlfriend is a sweet,
Total sweetheart.
sweet
Yeah.
girl.
Total sweetheart. Very good to him.
This is
Absolute
not
great
sweetheart.
girl.
This is nothing against her. This is just about him.
This
Yeah.
is Justin entirely.
Yeah, what was wrong with Sunday?
But I've heard Jazz
They
actually
literally
say
went
this
away
to
for the whole
Justin,
weekend
where he's
together.
like, she's going to be
okay.
a great first ex-wife.
Yeah.
Like, she'll be a great
and
one.
not because of her.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be her
It will
fault.
not be her fault.
No,
It will-
100%
it
it'll be
will
him.
Totally be you.
100%.
Yeah.
And of course, he's like every other fucking young
No,
man who's in love.
different, man. I've got it figured out.
She's the one. She's different. We're
she's
different.
not.
We're different. No,
No, she's
bro.
not.
You're not. We all said this
Yeah.
shit. All right. Every one of
Because
us has
she
said
is
that
gonna
shit at one
outgrow
point in
you.
our lives.
She is going to outgrow you.
I got you guys. I'm still on
Yeah,
number
but
one.
You're an exception.
Yeah.
That's damn right I am.
Yeah, you're
You're
on
on-
one in this millennia.
Yeah.
How many wives have you had before that?
Lots of girlfriends.
Yeah.
This is the first and last
The,
and only.
This is,
Yeah.
I've got it figured out. It's different, whatever. And I'm like, dude, she is going to outgrow you way faster than you are going to outgrow her.
100%,
Like,
dude.
way faster. But yeah, I guess happy dating anniversary.
Yeah,
that's not a
it's
thing.
not a thing,
By the way,
all
outside
right?
of high school, that's not a thing.
Yeah, not a thing.
They're
Grow the
not
fuck
that
up,
far out of
Justin.
high school, so
That's true. That's true. Like,
I don't know. Maybe he's getting it in because he was homeschooled.
yeah, there you go.
now it's making
Yeah.
a lot.
So there
more
might
sense.
there's probably going to be a Facebook post today at some point. Be like, 2 great years with this beautiful man.
But Justin's got to put that out.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
it's yeah,
That's making sense.
fucking. You get to call it an anniversary when it's legally binding. And by the way, this is for all those people out there that have ever celebrated like it's our 6-month anniversary. Let me break this down for you like a fraction.
Anniversary.
The first part of
Means
that
something.
phrase also lines up with phrases like annual and
Weird.
annuity. Do you know what all of those things count towards? That means 1 year. There
One
is
rotation
no
around the
1
sun,
month
biatch.
anniversary or 6-month anniversary or whatever. If you made it 6 months, that's just 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get a 1 month anniversary. Fucking, I've had shits that stayed in my system longer than a month.
Like, this is my same beef I have with parents who will be like, "How old's your kid?" "Oh, he's fucking 26 months." "You mean he's 2? He's 2." All right, just say he's fucking 2. All right? Like at a certain
Why are you
point,
making it
like,
harder on yourself?
like fucking
He's 120 months.
like,
Like, what the? Shut the fuck up.
Once he hits, like you can get that up to 12. All right, I can give you that. All right, he's 8 months old, he's 9 months old, he's 10 months old, because that's the highest level of fucking measurement
Sure.
that you have.
I love the
but once they hit 1, he's fucking 1.
I love the justification. Well, I say that because that's what size clothes they wear. I'm not trying to buy him fucking clothes.
Yeah,
I
dude.
want to know how old your kid is.
Yeah.
Your kid's a year and a half.
Yeah, like, I don't give a shit.
My kid,
I need to know
my
because
kid's
if that
2
kid is
auto
sub
loans
3 years old, if that
what?
kid is sub 3 years old, I can still cuss in front of it because it doesn't
It's not
fucking
making
talk.
fucking memories yet.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That's why I need to know. I don't actually give a fuck about the age of your kid.
and then after that, you can still cuss in front of him because it's really funny.
Right?
Which, by the way, if I can teach your 4-year-old to walk up and be like, fucking commie, I'm going to teach him how to do it. Like,
So
this is why you shouldn't let me be around your kids.
we're talking to the babysitter. Give him a fucking courtesy call. Hey, how the kids doing? Because, this weekend, Haley and I weren't around the kids, obviously. They'd stayed here with their sitter. And we call them and they're like, yeah, we're having a good time. Everything's all good. They take them over to their house. They were over there hanging out and stuff. And I guess Jameson acted up a little bit. And John, without missing a beat, was just like, beat his ass. And like pointed at him, was like, beat his ass.
Hell yeah.
So they told us, and Haley just looked at me and was like, and I'm like, yep, that's on me.
I love you, buddy, but that's 100%
Yeah,
you.
that one's on me. Yeah.
I've literally sat in your house and seen you've been like, if you don't knock it off with those fucking toys, I'm going to beat that ass.
I'm gonna beat your ass. You're about to get your ass beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's on me. So sorry there, babysitter extraordinaire.
You know what, though? John, I fucking appreciate that you knew where those lines were.
Yeah, right.
That you saw some shit going down and you were like, beat his ass.
Oh no. I mean, he calls it out. Like, I mean, that's one thing.
You know where those lines are.
Sure.
Good on you, John.
You want me to
Fucking
beat his
A.
ass? I'll beat his ass.
Like, so
John just starts taking off his belt. Just like, all right, motherfucker.
that's one thing I've never had to do. I've never had to hit him with anything. You know what I mean?
Just keeping the pimp hand strong.
Yeah, just
like-
pimp hand strong. You know what I mean? Because like, you don't want to fucking like. There's a fine line between beating the shit out of your kids and discipline.
So now,
You know what I mean?
now let's talk about when
Yeah, I know.
we were young.
And that's why we have all
And
sorts of
wh-
fucked up kids
what?
these days because
No.
nobody beats that ass anymore.
Well, and I agree with that, but you shouldn't fucking like bludgeon your fucking child.
Hey, I don't want to talk shit about my mom right now.
Oh no,
My mom
I
used to
guarantee
beat
you.
my ass with stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
My
dude.
mom stabbed
I
me
got
with a carving
laid-
fork.
I got laid the fuck out by a bat across my back.
Remote control, fucking
Laid-
cannula.
Look how well we
Laid-
all turned out.
Laid me out. I tried to run and make it up the stairs. She
guys-
reached to the back door, grabbed the bat that was sitting there from when we were outside, and came across my back with it and laid me out on the stairs. And I just slid all the way back down.
Do you guys know what snow fence is?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's like a 1 inch by, I don't know,
Yeah.
half inch or
Literally
a quarter
builds
inch.
drifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my mom used to beat my ass with. A plank about,
fucking
about
Christ.
8 to 12 inches long and whack.
It's like a paint
but that-
stir just
Yeah.
going to town.
No,
My
it's thicker than
grandmother's-
that.
Yeah, but it's short enough where there's no flex
can't get
and it
enough
doesn't
wood
work.
on it.
Oh, yeah.
My grandmother's
You can see the
weapon
wood
of
drain
choice.
in my ass. Like, it was bad.
Grandma's weapon of choice was the fucking wire hanger, or either a wire hanger or the wire
Fly
hanger esque
swatter.
fly swatter.
Yeah.
That was Grandma's weapon of choice. My mom, she was on oxygen, so she had like a rubber cannula,
Oh, it's like
Like-
a whip.
dude, and she was fucking freakishly accurate with that fucking thing. Me and my brother would be fucking off, and we'd see her start taking
bam!
off, and we'd fucking run and split. One of us was getting it, and she'd fucking get us around the corner. Whap! It was like, oh fuck! It was a fucking bullwhip, dude.
Yeah.
Like that fucking.
I
Sucked.
had one of those moms that carried a wooden spoon in her purse.
Yeah.
My mom had
Fucking
a
wooden
belt.
kitchen spoon.
My mom had
carried
a belt
that bitch in her purse.
that had her
The
name
plastic
on
wooden
Yeah.
spoon is the worst.
Yeah.
That would just be a plastic spoon.
Oh, yeah.
it. The plastic wooden spoon. Yeah, that's a plastic spoon.
But a plastic spoon would be like, yeah.
I think the word you were looking for is mixing spoon.
Thank you. Thank you. A plastic mixing spoon.
Like a slotted spoon.
Used to be my
Have the
with
three
a
little
plastic
fucking.
wooden spoon.
Have the three little like indents on your ass cheeks.
You're like, no, it's just a spoon. He's like, well, yeah.
he's like, that would be a plastic spoon. No, I mean,
Well, but
Well,
okay.
yes.
So, so like the plastic silverware spoon, you can't do much damage with a plastic.
you mean like a
silverware.
mixing spoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mixing
Yeah.
spoon. Yeah.
What the fuck is a plastic silverware spoon?
Like the fucking plastic silverware.
Flatware?
Jesus
I
Christ.
fucking love this.
Oh, Christ almighty.
holy shit.
I've had many a wooden spoons.
Still a
bro.
plastic
You know
spoon.
the worst part about when your mom breaks a wooden spoon on you is now she's pissed.
Yes.
Right? It's not because
you broke her spoon.
Twice as bad it's your fault now.
And you know what makes it worse?
When you laugh.
When you laugh about it.
Oh, dude,
It's
you
just like
dare
whap, it
fucking
breaks.
laugh.
You're like, ha ha, fuck.
Because
What makes it really
you
what
that
makes
hard.
it really weird is when she hits you in the ass and you ask for one more.
My mom
And
broke.
it's just like,
My
used
mom
to-
broke my glasses one time, and
Choke
I laughed
myself and be
about
like,
it.
again. And she's like, what the ew.
yeah,
Spanking days are over, bitch.
yeah. Yes, that's the end of that.
Yes, mommy. What the fuck?
I saw this on the Pornhub main page.
God,
We are all going to hell.
No, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's just
My mom had
grainy
a-
Cinemax back in
Yeah,
my day.
right? Watching public access, waiting for the waves to move just right, and be like, "That was a titty."
That's it.
The Spice Channel.
Fucking Spice Channel.
Remember that?
Shit, yeah,
I don't
I think that's a boob
I think
or a dick.
yeah. Could also be a bald man's head. I don't.
Not sure.
kids nowadays don't know what it's like to try to jerk off as fast as you can while the picture's clear enough to see nipple.
Right?
You know what I mean?
When it just had some
Yeah.
waves in it, but
Like,
you could still tell what was
it took
going
me
on.
45 minutes to find the right 10-second clip on a video. Yeah? You should have been back in my day.
Yeah.
It's fucking 1:30 in the morning. You're
'Cause
waiting
if
for
it
somebody to
wasn't-
walk around the corner and you're like, nipple! Ah! Bam! Got it! Woo! What's up?
If it wasn't that, it was J.C. Penney's fucking underwear section. It was the best you could fucking
Yeah.
do.
Hell yeah! Or the day you were walking through the mall and they were handing out the catalog at Vicky's.
Fuck yeah, dude. Vicky's Secret.
Get yourself
That's,
a fucking
that's
Vicky's.
Christmas, bro.
Get yourself a fucking Vicky's. And
Right.
you were like, oh shit. You're walking home with that shit tucked down the leg of your pants so
Hells
that it doesn't
yeah.
bulge the pocket and
It's a
shit.
nipple on page 11.
I was fortunate enough that I had an older brother who was like much older than me, 8 years older than me. So when I hit 12, he was buying porno mags because he's 20.
Right.
And so I was like, hey man, let me so
See, we're old
I had
enough.
the good shit.
We're old enough to remember Fredericks of Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Get one of
Friday's
those
time.
catalogs.
That was
That,
gold.
that
bro.
long
was
ago,
just
is it?
porn. Yeah, dude, they're fucking been out of business for fucking 15 years.
You know the worst
jeez.
part? You know the worst part about that though?
They're
You know
gone.
the worst part about Fredericks of Hollywood is you think back and you're like, yeah, those are the best magazines. How'd they get into your household?
Your dad was ordering them.
You sure?
Yeah. But your mom was wearing them.
I guarantee you, your dad was reaping the benefits on two fucking
Oh,
fronts.
dude, I am still scarred from an argument that my mother had with her third husband.
really.
To this day, I am scarred by that argument, and I was too young to realize what was said in front of me. Then
So
I got
no
older,
shit.
and it fucked. All right, yeah, all right.
So no shit. There he was.
So no shit. I'm living at Fort Riley, Kansas.
Oh God, that's
Gross.
bad enough.
Yeah, I am 11 years old. My mother is married to her third husband. And they get into this really heated argument in the house, and I'm standing there, and they're going back and forth, and the whole, like, you know, whatever fucking they were fighting about at the time. They're divorced, so it's not like it was a really happy marriage.
Sure.
So they're going back and forth, and it's the fuck you, whatever, and it was, you know. And he says, well, you can go eat a dick. And my mother, without missing a beat, spins around and looks at the dude and goes, yeah? Well, whose head was in who crotch last night? At 11, I didn't process that. And then, like, 2 years went by,
And you're like, fuck.
and I figured out what that meant.
Mama's getting filled out like an application.
And all of a sudden, hearing your mom aggressively claim whose head was in whose crotch last night, I was like, she single-handedly both admitted that she was sucking dick and getting fucking suck-started like a vacuum cleaner all at the same time.
Yup.
Yeah. So there's like that's a scar I'm still
God
fucking
damn it, man.
carrying around.
I've met your mother. She's
Yeah.
a sweet lady.
Yeah.
The sandwich queen of South Texas, man.
Yeah. So and here's the best part. Her third husband was 6'6", 210-pound field artillery officer.
Probably just swinging meat.
Dude.
Not really.
Fuck.
6'6", 210. That's pretty
That's a
skinny.
tall, skinny dude. Skinny dudes are fucking. They're known to have fucking hammers, though, aren't they?
I don't know. Fuck. If I lost 50 pounds, might look like mine's way bigger too.
That's what I'm saying.
terrifying.
Fuck.
So I'm trying to do this weight
that's
loss
why you
thing,
wanna
bro.
do it. Got it. See, that's more motivation. Shit.
But yeah, when you're 11 years old, apparently you suppress some information till you're a little older, and then all of a sudden that shit resurfaces, and you just go,
What?
It's worse when like it comes around full circle and like you and your wife are having an argument and you're like, oh yeah, and you're like, oh god damn it.
that's why I don't get in arguments. It's like,
right?
okay,
Yeah,
I don't.
it's safer.
I have some repressed memories. I don't need to fucking bring it up anymore.
Well, Caitlin, now you got some ammo.
It's fucking true.
So yeah, that was fucking some rowdy shit.
Well, fuck boys.
But all right, so we live in a weird fucking time right now.
We do.
Lots of weird shit's going on, weird conspiracy theories, all sorts of shit. There's earthquakes happening in places that earthquakes don't happen right now.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have a 5.4 earthquake in Charlotte?
Right?
And then another one in Colorado. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, things are just weird.
Sure.
So I read a thing today. I was telling Mikey about it earlier.
Yeah.
So we all remember Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, where are we going with this?
Yeah, this is fucking hilarious.
So
and
Macaulay
weird.
Culkin apparently did an interview. And in this interview, he was discussing different conversations that he's ended up in with the Hollywood elite. Because this kid, child star, like undoubtedly a child star for years, and then just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, he should be calling out all these fucking pedo motherfuckers.
Well, apparently,
Well, he backed up Michael Jackson.
yeah.
He was like, Michael Jackson never did anything to me.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
he
he's
backed him
been
up.
saying that for years.
He did that.
Oh,
on,
yo.
No,
come
she has a
on.
conspiracy theory about Michael Jackson.
yeah, she's
It's a pretty good one,
It's
actually.
the QAnon. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin does this interview and says that he's in a conversation with some of the Hollywood elite. And they bring up the child star from Poltergeist,
Okay.
Heather Brooke.
It's not Heather Brooke. Heather Brooke. It's not Heather
I was
Brooke.
like, I know that name.
You did,
Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember.
That's iDeepthroat.com, Heather Brooke.
That's
who was
right.
incidentally married to a fucking Marine who I fucking served with.
So, anyways, whatever the child star name was that was in
smart man.
Poltergeist, the little girl from Poltergeist,
Right.
who died.
Heather O'Rourke.
Heather O'Rourke,
yeah.
who died.
Yeah. Carol Ann.
And this, so they're like, "Do you know her?" Da 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 da. And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I grew up fucking watching Poltergeist. Like, it was da 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 da." So they get into this conversation. It gets deeper and deeper, and then they were talking about this guy's shoes, and landed on the fact that this dude was telling Macaulay Culkin that his shoes were made out of the skin of Heather O'Rourke.
Oh, they're like reddish shoes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently, this conversation got deeper in that the Hollywood elite have been snatching up both child stars that have died, as well as other children, and turning their skin into boots, shoes, wallets, and belts as skin trophies.
I hope this is not true.
out in Hollywood.
So that's what Jazz and I were talking about earlier. If you'd have told us this story fucking 3 years ago, we'd have been like, that's
Get the
fucking
fuck out.
horseshit.
But this year is so
But 2020?
I read
Fuck,
this.
it makes you think a little
I read
bit
this
deeper.
and literally was like, "This isn't even the weirdest thing I've heard this year."
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
You know,
and that terrifies me.
Because all that glitters might actually fucking be gold.
Yeah.
the worst fucking part is I remember like a couple months ago, I'd be like, I can't believe this happened. It's only fucking June.
Right.
We're in the beginning of August, and it's just like
It's just getting weirder.
Yeah.
Jazz literally just said, okay, I could see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Like-
how fucked this year's been.
Yeah. Like, shit is so weird that I read an article about the Hollywood elite turning children into skin trophies and carrying them around as their wallet. And I'm like, that's not even the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Like,
That gives a whole new definition to a meat wallet.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a fucking Macaulay Culkin fucking trifold?
This guy,
Yeah. Me also.
no desire.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
Just seems like doing it out of kids, you wouldn't get the strongest leather.
Yeah, right? Well, I don't know.
You're still pretty pliable at that age.
Yeah, it's still pretty young, though.
That's why you do wallets. It folds for a good
What's
amount
the
of time.
what's the shrink factor on tanning a human hide?
Well, shrunken heads. Look at that.
That's true. That's true. They remove the skull for that, but that's true. But like, because like a cow hide gets like half the size of a fucking cow
Sure.
to like turn that into leather.
So you could probably get a good little pocketbook out of a fucking 6-year-old, 8-year-old.
But like,
fucked up. That is so
But, like-
fucked up.
are you gonna have enough leather to like make a set of size 10s? Like,
That's a fat kid. What are we talking? Fucking Chunk from the Goonies? Like,
right?
fuck.
Or that little porker from Jurassic Park?
There you go.
Like that'd probably get you there.
I am out of this conversation.
I could maybe get some
I'm done.
booties on that one or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, that's what I mean. Is that we're sitting there listening to that, going like, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Like,
3 years ago, we'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, like, that's stupid.
like, this is bullshit. No way this is gonna happen. We're listening to it all right now, going like, maybe that's what Epstein was doing.
It's like, fuck, I don't trust these people anymore. So
Maybe
you never
Epstein was
fucking
actually in
know.
the leather trade.
Jesus Christ. That's gross.
That's fucked, right?
Come out
Like
to my island. We'll fucking
that's so
all the cocoa butter you can handle.
that's how fucking weird everything has gotten.
Leather
man.
tanner.
Like, oh my
That's
god,
what I used in my head.
oh my god. So, Trump made an announcement today about if he wins, where he's going to do his acceptance speech,
Okay.
and just to certify that he is quite possibly
Portland, Oregon.
the biggest troll
Oh,
there is.
He is.
Do you know where he wants to do his acceptance speech if he wins?
No idea.
Gettysburg.
Oh,
No. I heard that was for his the Republican National Convention acceptance.
Oh, is that where it's going to be?
Yeah.
I just heard acceptance speech now slated as Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and I was like, no. Are you really going to do that?
7 years ago,
That is
bitches.
amazing. Like,
That'd
just
be fun.
Portland would be better.
Portland would be great.
Portland be
That'd
amazing.
be so great.
Or like in the middle of where Chop was.
Yeah.
Like do it right there.
You should do it in Minneapolis.
There you go. Jesus.
Or just
Yeah.
do a tour.
So
an acceptance
I don't-
speech tour.
don't
in
know.
all the places that they've been riding.
I don't know if it's happened yet, but Biden was supposed to announce his VP today. I don't know if it's happened.
He
I
forgot.
think he forgot.
He probably forgot.
He forgot.
Who are we gonna pick?
Yeah. He's going to go on and be like, I'm officially nominating Calvin Coolidge as my vice president. We were great college friends.
Fucking Biden.
It's the only way we can ensure that Trump gets reelected. I mean, the only way to ensure his get somebody give him my AR-14.
Well, here's my problem with this whole
Biden's
thing.
VP pick is Susan Rice,
Really?
according to this article from BBC News.
Who?
Susan Rice.
Who the fuck is Susan Rice?
The diplomat and lightning rod, apparently, according to BBC's title.
She's a much better pick than
She is
anybody
a
else.
former Obama White House official. Susan
Yeah.
Rice is a top contender to be Joe Biden's running mate. Even if she's not chosen as the vice president nominee, she is likely to be a key player if she wins.
She's the one that put out all the falsehoods about the Benghazi thing, that it came from the video or some shit. That's Susan Rice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
another liar. Great.
so what you're telling me is Trump just won, essentially. Okay.
No, that's a better pick.
It didn't really matter
That's
who
a better
Biden was
pick
going to
than.
pick.
Yeah.
So here's
They
the
didn't
thing,
stand
man.
a
well, Biden
chance.
didn't pick anybody.
Here's my problem: is Biden typecasted his VP pick before he even looked at any fucking viable
Yeah.
options.
So
He was like, "It's gonna be a woman?"
Is Susan Rice a black female?
I don't know if she's black, but she is a female of color.
What?
Maybe Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
So that's the problem: is that he typecasted this, right?
Yeah.
And I have this theory:
Who was the Puerto Rican chick from White Men Can't Jump
Rosie Perez.
Oh yeah.
Should be a good one.
as VP?
Billy, bring me a drink of water.
Just saying, she knows a lot of shit.
Billy, you're so stupid.
She won Jeopardy.
She did win Jeopardy. It's
Yes,
a
sir.
great fucking show. Great movie.
So I have this theory, and it's not even really an out there fucking theory, but in order to shatter the glass ceiling, this is the fucking plan. All right, is that the left has gotten so fucking hardcore. We need to be woke and we need to be progressive and all this, and we need to force this agenda onto people. So what they're going to do is they're going to pick that woman of color as a VP, right? Which is great. If she can do the job, fucking A. But if he wins,
You can elect a hamster if they can do the job. I don't really give a
I don't
fuck.
give a fuck. Yeah. They're going to invoke the 23rd Amendment, I think.
Yeah, totally agree.
And they're
But we
going
don't have to worry about it because
They're going to call him unfit.
there's no motherfucking way that guy wins.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
Yeah, I agree.
Do they call
But
him
if-
unfit before or after he's admitted to one of the old care homes that for dementia and
They'll
stuff?
wait till after the inauguration. I give him 6 months as president and then they invoke it.
That long?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He'll probably lose his nomination once we figure out that his shoes are made out of some 8-year-old boy.
Yeah. Is that Corey Feldman shoes? He was an adult when he died, so I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, but you could get like a whole jacket out of that.
Yeah. No, you could get a jacket. Me and
What
John,
if
we're
they
too
have
fat.
tattoos?
Well, then you have to do it.
Even better.
No, that's
No,
like the style.
but
It's
then
a
you
darker
can't-
tan.
But what if you're sitting there one day and like,
Where do you think all those Ed Hardy bags come from?
God damn.
what if you're sitting in Hollywood one day, right? And you're like at this fancy restaurant, and this dude walks in, and you look at his shoes, and like your favorite actor that passed away, like you know exactly what his tattoo looks like, and you look down at the shoe, and you're like, bro,
Wait a minute.
yeah, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
That's how you become a pair of shoes if you call it out.
I know that tattoo. That's my boy's ex-wife.
That's a true
Mike,
truth.
if you die, I'm going to turn you into shoes.
I don't care. I'll be dead.
People are going to be like, damn, those some dope-ass shoes. I'd be like, he's
They
my
make
boy
some
with
nice
me.
boots.
Huh?
Make some nice boots.
Good boots.
Yeah.
I just want to keep the beard on my shoes. Like, oh, is that a slipper? No, no, it's not.
Just like me and John's beard. It's like slippers.
It's like, well, Crocs is really stepping their game up.
I know what you want to do is make one of those hunting hats with the ear flaps.
Oh, there you go.
The beards,
Beard on each side.
the beards would be on the heel.
Yes.
You'd put your
It would cover
foot
your tracks.
in your mouth hole,
Yeah.
and then you'd have like your nose and your eyes and your foot, and then your beard would be like dragging behind. It'd be great.
Every morning you put the shoes on, you look at him. Here's looking at you, kid.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
All right. What the fuck?
Yeah,
So what did we learn today, Jazz?
Oh, jeez.
not much. Yep. So
It's officially happened, kids. It's that fucking weird.
That I'm pretty sure Cthulhu is on his way in because 2020 is the only way we're wrapping this bitch up.
Yeah.
I mean, Japan now has a moving 45-foot tall, no, 30 meter, so 90-foot tall robot
Yeah.
in Tokyo.
Well, good.
Like
You
some
remember what
Pacific
happened in-
Rim style
Yeah.
fucking.
They need
Remember
it.
when I said I'll join the Space Force if you give me a giant robot and a space sword, like a laser sword? Japan built the giant fucking robot,
nice.
Yeah.
and it moves.
Actually, the U.S. military just put out a bid for contracts to build the laser weapon. So
Sweet.
It's coming,
So
man.
vote Thanos.
And the Pentagon
2020.
And the Pentagon vote Cthulhu, choose the greatest of all evils.
Right? Just 1,000 years of madness. It's fine.
It'll be fine. If we won't remember it, he will.
it won't be any different from the last.
Scott, what was it
1,000
like
years.
last time Cthulhu was here?
I don't remember.
Man,
I got a lot of PTSD.
it's just spicy nostalgia.
It is.
Yeah.
Fuck, on that note.
Well, fuck, boys. I'm going to raise my glass then.
Yeah.
We're going to fucking stomp this out before it catches on fire more.
Thank you, boys, for being my freedom friends. And we'd like to remind you, as always, to tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your mom's friends.
That's right.
That leather is from cows, at the max, baby cows. Other than that,
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Would that be veal? Veal leather?
No, it's calf skin, dude.
Still veal.
No, that's the inside.
Yeah, all right.
You can find us wherever your podcasts are sold. Like, share, subscribe, leave us a review, and send us some no shit stories. We love
Yeah.
telling them bitches. Yeah, fuck. I don't know what else to tell you. Warfightertobacco.com. Save you a sweet 15% off. And if you go check out Owlness,
Yep.
so spelled like O Wellness,
Oh, wellness.
owlness.us,
Oh,
and you
wellness.
use Freedom Friends 20,
Yes.
you can get some of your CBD needs all buttoned up over there. They got all the good stuff. They got fucking tinctures and lotions and hand sanitizers and
All kinds of
all,
freeze gels.
all sorts of good stuff. So go check it out, and so you can get some smokables and get some rubbables, and you can smoke and rub yourself all you want to.
Sounds
And,
like a party. Fuck.
On that note,
know
we
what I'm
highly
doing this
encourage you to smoke on,
Drink on.
and god damn it,
Freedom the fuck on, boys.
there it is. Maybe we should add rub on in there, fucking somewhere. Just fucking.
Maybe. A little bit of. Later.